Hello, good evening. It's Dr. Trudy, and today is another wonderful day. And today we're going to talk about fertility tips in regards to the food we eat. So, we're going to relate the food we eat and the food we don't eat to fertility in both males and females. So, just to start, we are what we eat. So, whatever enters your mouth can either make you better or can make you worse. And by extension, when you talk about fertility, we are also what we eat. So there are a couple of food items that can actually help boost your fertility. And there are a couple of food items that can actually help harm your fertility. And it's all related to both the males and the females. So what you eat daily can help give you a better chance of becoming a parent, or limit your chance, or delay your chance, or in some situations, completely stop you from becoming a parent. Parenting is something we plan way ahead on time. So before you even think of becoming a parent, you would have conceived the idea. You would have thought about it. You would have started having good feel. You would have started eliciting what we call the endorphins. So that positive vibes, that positive feeling will be in your mind. And before you become a parent, you would have seen yourself as a parent in the future. Anything you want to be in life, if you can't see yourself in that position, it will be difficult to achieve because out of the abundance of the heart and the mind, the mouth speaketh. So when you think of starting your family, everything starts with the positive vibes. Everything starts with what you feed yourself. You have to see the positive out there before it becomes manifest. Now, back to the fertility and the food we eat. There are a couple of food items that will give you a better chance of improving your fertility. There are two important food items you have to make a point of duty to be consuming them every day: your fruits and your vegetables. You see, unfortunately, in this contemporary society, most people prefer fast food. So we need foods on the go. We need highly processed food. Everybody wants, to grab, a burger, grab something on the go. And most people go for food that are very sweet. The good news about the whole thing is you can actually, from the scratch, build the food you can eat and the number of times you want to eat it in a day. Like if you have your fruits and vegetables at home, you can stock them and you can spread them out and you can actually convert them to food. The more vegetables, the more fruits you take on daily basis, the more you're helping your fertility. Specifically, when we talk about fruits and vegetables, there are a couple of them you might not really be conversant with, but depending on your location, grab your banana, grab your oranges, grab your apple, and so many other variety of foods. So make it a daily habit to have several servings of your fruits and vegetables. Then another important food component we have to make a point of duty to consume is whole grains. Very important. So you can get your whole grains from your bread, you can get it from your cereal. Just make sure you form the habit of reading the labels. Fruits, vegetable, whole grains, and also calcium-rich food like yogurt, cheese, and milk. These are all superfood. These are all foods that can help boost your fertility. Most times we look for quick fix. Like the commonest questions we receive from our members are, oh, doc, what can I do to boost my fertility? What can I do to boost my ovulation? What can I do to boost my sperm count? And it all boils down to those little simple things you do every day. So your food can help or harm you. That's very simple. So let me recap. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, food that contain high calcium like yogurt, cheese, and your milk. Very important. You can't get it wrong. The food items I mentioned, when you consume them consciously on daily basis, you are improving your chance. You are getting nearer to becoming a parent. Remember, before you even become a parent, you have to place yourself in a better health situation before you even start. For the women, we encourage them to take their prenatal vitamins. Your prenatal vitamin also provides a couple of food items you're not getting from your natural food. Lately we tend to eat the food items that probably appeal to us, and sometimes they might not really have very good nutritious value. They might just be on the basics, in regards to feeding you with fake calories and giving you that sense of fulfillment. But when you don't get enough, what do? You supplement. So your prenatal multivitamin is more like a supplement. There's an important component in your prenatal vitamin we are much more concerned with, your folic acid. You see, your folic acid is very important in adequate development of an important structure in your baby's brain and spinal cord we call the neural tubes. The neural tubes develop and form fully by first 3 months in pregnancy, which we call the first trimester. So it's advisable to start taking your folic acid, which is contained in your prenatal vitamins, 3 months before the period you're envisaging you'll become pregnant. No one knows exactly the period you're going to become pregnant, but you can kind of do one of few permutations and you can arrive at, okay, I'm going to become pregnant in September. So if you're planning to become pregnant in September, you would have started taking your prenatal multivitamins since June. The idea is to have adequate store of folic acid so that by the time the neural tubes of the baby will be formed, you won't have any problems. Babies that don't have adequate stores of folic acid when they're developing, they can have neural tube disorders. One of them is spinal bifida. These are completely things we can prevent by changing the way we approach things, by changing the things we eat. So folic acid fortification, very important. Folic acid, there are a couple of other food items there that they can use to fortify, with folic acid, like bread, like cereal. So learn how to read labels and make sure the food items you're buying actually have very high contents of the food I mentioned. So the nutrients you actually take can help to boost your cycle. So some women that have irregular cycle, there might be some correlation between the food you eat and your irregular cycle. When you also eat the food I mentioned, you also have a possibility of ovulating. It can also help to stabilize your ovulation. When you don't eat them, it can actually lead to irregular cycle, which can also lead to anovulation. And in some people, completely, you won't be ovulating. And the funny thing about life is everything is all connected. So when you don't eat good food, you probably begin to have weight issues. So you can be underweight, you can be overweight, you can be obese. And when you have this, it will affect your hormone production. And when you have your hormone imbalance, it also further makes it difficult for you to become pregnant. So everything is all connected. Now, I'm going to talk about the male counterparts, especially in production of sperm. We've discovered that zinc, vitamin C, and vitamin E, these three components, zinc, not the zinc you use in roofing. Zinc, it's an element, part of the food items that will also help you during sperm production. So zinc, vitamin C, and vitamin E, and folic acid, which I've already mentioned, they are very, very important in the process of producing healthy sperm. So by simply taking your fruits, by simply taking foods that contain high zinc, high vitamin C, and vitamin E, you are helping yourself to improve your ability to become pregnant. So in a nutshell, we are what we eat on the long run. So what you put in your mouth every day should be well guarded. If you want to become a father, definitely you need to stop taking alcohol. Definitely. Make it zero, possibly. You've had alcohol the whole of your life, so drink water. Stop your soda. Exercise. Sleep. Meet with your partner. When you do all this, then you're gearing up to become a very good parent. Okay? Thank you for coming this night, and hopefully I'll be back again. Until then, God bless you and